I'm Camilla and I'm a parenting coach, and I'm super excited to be here with you today because I'm going to be dropping some juicy tips on how to make things easier at home, especially during times of power struggle. So power struggles with the kids. But please like and subscribe my videos so that you can ensure you get my weekly videos, because every week I'll be dropping some different tips and parenting tools for practical things you can use in your everyday life. So yeah, hit subscribe, hit that little bell so that you get notifications, and then you know that you'll be getting my videos every week. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So, power struggles. Are you tired of power struggles with your kids and not being able to get them to do what you want them to do? When you've asked them like a million times and you feel like you're ready to tear your hair out, what can help you? So I'm really excited about this tool because this is such a powerful, useful tool, and it's so simple. And the reason that I know that it works is because I used to have those problems. My mess is my message, okay? Because I used to, every morning especially, it was just awful. Every morning, I'd be asking my son to do all these things and he wouldn't do them, and I'd ask him to put on shoes like 8 times. It would just take so much effort. There was so much effort expended every morning just trying to get him dressed and ready for school, let alone breakfast and teeth brushing and yeah. So I know what it's like. Frustrations build, and then what happens is, when we're asking them to do something and they don't want to do it, frustrations are building. Eventually, we might start shouting, they might start crying, and then they feel like the victim, and then suddenly we're apologizing and we feel terrible and we feel like monsters because we shouted at them and we made our wonderful child that we love so much cry. It's not a good start to the day. We don't want to send them off to school or kindergarten or whatever like that. And it's not a good start for our day either. So it's just a mess. Let's not do that anymore. That approach does not work. So my new approach, which I love. Okay, so I call it the when-then. Okay, the when-then tool. So rather than going into this power struggle and it almost becoming like this fight, this tug of war, for who's going to have the power in the situation and who's going to have the control, you recognize the fact that actually we have no control. We cannot ever control another person. We cannot control a situation. We cannot control an outcome. The only thing that we can do is control ourselves. So we're working from an empowerment paradigm rather than a power over, power over the child kind of paradigm. Because that's the old way and that doesn't work. So, when then? It's very simple. It's when you do the thing you don't want to do, then afterwards you get the privilege that you do want to do. So it could be something as simple as, when you've put on your shoes, then we can read this book together for 5 minutes before we go to school. Or when you've put on your coat and you're ready to go, then you can play with your toy car that you can take with you. So it's not a negotiation. It's not a if then. It's not a please just do this. I'm at my wit's end. If you just do this, then it's not a bribe. You see? If then. That sounds more like a bribe. That's a negotiation. If you do this thing, then you'll have this thing. No. You are calm. You're in control of yourself. You're fully embodied. And you're saying, when you do this thing, then you get this other thing that you really like. Because that way they have a choice. You're giving them an opportunity to make a choice so that they have a sense of power as well. They can choose to do the thing and then have the thing that they want, or they could choose not to. Most times, I guarantee you, they will choose to do the thing that you want them to do, and then they'll have the privilege afterwards. So it could be something like, when you've tidied up your toys, you can go outside and jump on the trampoline. So when you've tidied up your toys, then you get to go outside on the trampoline. So it's really, really simple. However, I would say there are 4 things to bear in mind. Okay, the first thing is, when you say this, you have to be coming from a calm place. Don't wait until things have already escalated and then you're ready to blow. It might end up happening that way the first time because you suddenly remember and you go, wait, I've got a tool that might work for this. Let me try this thing. But the rest of the time, stay calm, stay disengaged. It's not a power struggle. Imagine a tug of war and you're both pulling because you both want the power. What happens if you let go and just stop tugging? There's no one for them to fight with. There's no one for them to engage with. So stay calm. That's the first rule. Second rule is, don't negotiate. Don't switch into some sort of power struggle thing where you then start like trying to like remind them and nag them. No, you say the thing. When you've tidied up your toys, then you get to go on the trampoline and then you walk away. You just disengage because then there's no one to pull on the rope with. So those two things are important to remember. The third thing that's super important to this is the privilege has to be something they actually want, because if it's something that they're not interested in, it's not going to motivate them. So it's got like an intrinsic motivator in there. It's built in. So if you know that they really like to jump on the trampoline, use that. If you know that it's 5 minutes on the iPad, use that. Use whatever you feel comfortable with that you know is going to appeal to them. And the last thing is follow through. So this might be hard because sometimes, we worry about being late for something, or if we say, when you've done your homework, then you can go to gymnastics practice. So you know that you've paid for gymnastics practice. What will the other parents think, or what will the coach think if you turn up late or not at all? They're letting down their teammates, but you're not going to need to do this very many times. If you do it properly and really see it through and really follow it through, they're suddenly going to realize, ooh, mommy or daddy, they really mean business with this. This is, I'm going to miss out on that thing if I don't do that, other thing. So you're not going to need to do it that many times. It might feel excruciating and really uncomfortable the first couple of times because it goes against what we're used to. But once you get it into practice, I promise you, it'll just work. And it'll just start happening more and more, that they kind of just cooperate and things go easier. The other fantastic thing about this is that it works for young children as well, because it's so simple. There's not a lot of talk. It's just when and then. Quite simple. It's not some lengthy thing. I know we sometimes want to, we're talking at our kids and they stop listening. They become a bit parent deaf. But actually, if you just do it very simply and then walk away, you're also showing them you're empowered. You know what's going on. You feel calm. You're not worried about the outcome because it's up to them. It's their decision. And you have confidence that they're going to make the right decision and follow through. And then you walk away because you don't need to stay and nag them, because of course they're going to do the right thing. So it's instilling a sense of confidence in them, empowering them to make a choice so they have a sense of power and control, and also it's empowering yourself. Try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how it works. And please remember to like and subscribe so that you can get more videos like this every week. I run a program for empowering parents that you can check out on my website. There's information below. Have a great, fantastic, empowered day.